Hi, hello. This is Bom Shanka series, episode 2. And today we are interviewing Al Crowther, specialized master engineering that does all the master for Bom Shanka. Hello, Al. How are you doing?
Yeah, pretty good, thanks. Back in my studio, pretty hot, and yeah, not too bad.
Perfect. Al, so can you tell us a bit about your background regarding to mastering and actually in the music industry?
Yeah, sure. So I always loved, when we were making music a long time ago, I was always the person that would do the final mix. It was something that I absolutely loved. And I think it's from that, it just built up that I would start to do the mastering. Then I'd do mastering for friends. And I felt like this is something that I was naturally quite good at. And it just built up from there, really. And now I think I'm in a position where I can safely say that I'm a professional mastering engineer and I do pretty good work.
I think you're definitely in a position to say that. Al, what shifts are happening in the music industry at the moment?
Well, in terms of mastering, the big shift is with AI. There's a lot of companies that are doing artificial intelligence mastering, where you just upload the track and an algorithm will master it for you. Now, at the moment, it's not so good. If you think back to the 90s when we had digital reverbs, they weren't very good. Now digital reverbs are great. So maybe over the course of the next 10, 15 or even 20 years, this will be the future. But for the moment, the big change is the start of AI. It started.
I understand. So what's the future really outlook for the master engineers? What do you think will happen to master engineers for the future?
Well, with AI, with AI, I think that AI will not take over. Like, we won't be doing algorithms for mastering purely, but AI will become part of the mastering engineer's toolkit. So you'll have plugins that use artificial intelligence to do specific ideas, specific how do you say it? Like specific jobs in the mastering world that maybe an AI won't be able to do what a master engineer can do, which is see the broad picture, but it will be able to really fix very small details. And I think that this will be where the future of mastering will be. We'll be working together with artificial intelligence, basically.
Yeah, I suppose hopefully, AI will not really take the work that a mastering engineer can do. Because in the end of the day, it's a bit of a personal touch, isn't it?
Because it's it's a creative job, and ultimately, AI is not a creative. AI is built to think of stuff that's happened already, to not actually think of what could happen or what could be done. So I don't think it'll be there, but in the future we'll use it as a tool. Just like in the old days, there was nothing digital in a studio, and everything was analog. And now we use VSTs, we use digital plugins that really help us make better music. And it's the same with AI. AI will be used for us to help make better music. But it won't be that we'll just use AI and that's it. It just won't happen. It will be used in conjunction with humans, I think.
So can you just tell me a little bit, because I know this is one of the things that you are focusing about STEM mixing. Do you think in the near future, is that a solution for a lot of the mastering engineering and for the people looking to master music?
Right now, the future at this moment is in STEM mastering for dance music specifically. You can do so much more. Imagine a mastering engineer can do so much more with like 8 channels of audio than it can do with 1. And that is, at the moment, that's where there's the forefront. It's the cutting edge of mastering at the moment, is with STEM mastering. And some mastering engineers say that STEM mastering is not mastering, it's mixing. But I just think that this is it's a movement on. It's the next generation. It's a combination between mixing and mastering. And it's the best thing you can do to actually make your track sound better at the moment.
Yes, I understand. I mean, for the little bit that I know about it, it just actually seems to make a lot more sense. So, my last question for you
Yeah.
is, if you were to give any advice to a new artist that is looking to master their music, what will be your advice?
Well, my advice is firstly, get a professional to do it. And after that, I would say keep your master chain simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Just have a really good EQ, a really good compressor, and a really good limiter, and learn how to use that one really good EQ, really good compressor, and really good limiter, and go from there, basically. But you've got to remember as well, a good master comes from a good mix. It really does. So you want to, if you're actually learning to do mastering and you're an artist, learn how to mix first. And if you're learning how to mix, then learn how to write music first. So it's a step by step.
Step by step, yeah.
Does that sound cool?
So, if anyone want to reach you to get your mastering service, to get some advice, what will be the best way to reach you?
I'll go to my Instagram, which is DeepBeat Audio, or Facebook, and message me there. Or you can get in touch with us at Bom Shanka Music if you want. But yeah, DeepBeat Audio at Instagram is the best one. Thanks.
Perfect. Alistair, thank you so much for giving us a bit of your time for this interview. Thank you to all our listeners. I will put all the details for whoever is interested to contact DeepBeat Audio on the bio, just below on the comments as well. So just get in touch with DeepBeat Audio if you want some mastering. And in the meantime, see you all to the next episode. Thank you. Bye. Thank you all.
Bye. Thank you.